Hi again everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you saw my last video, I made some little wax hearts to go into a Christmas selection box using two new fragrances from Craftovator. What I've done is I bought a Christmas pack of 5 small bottles just to try out. The reviews are really good, so I thought I'd give them a try, not tried them before. Last time I used 2 foodie ones, which was mince pies and gingerbread. Today I'm going to use 2 new ones, which are cinnamon ones. One is cinnamon pine cones and the other one is cinnamon orange. So I'll get everything ready and get started. Right, I've melted my wax down in my double boiler. Now I'm going to use a liquid dye today. The first fragrance I'm using is the Craftovator's Cinnamon Orange. So I'm going to colour these orange. I've actually got Craftovator's liquid dye. And these are okay. I prefer the Randall Candle ones and the liquid dyes, but I haven't got orange. So I'm going to use this Craftovator one. I can get it open. You've got to shake them quite well. Make sure they're mixed up well. And put a couple of drops in my warmed up jug. I've warmed the jug up in the microwave for a minute, just so my wax doesn't cool down too quickly. Gives you a bit more working time. Pour into my jug, give it a mix. Mix all that colour in. Actually add another drop, make it a bit darker. And that'll be okay. Good test is to put some onto a tissue. You see that dropped it back there. That gives you an idea on the colour. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Right. Just wait for my temperature to come down now before I add my fragrance oil. Right, that's my temperature down on my wax, so I'm going to add my fragrance oil. I've used 125 grams of wax, and this is 10 grams of fragrance oil, so that makes it 8%. Give it a good stir for at least 2 minutes. Alexa, time 2 minutes. Give it a good stir. As you stir it all different ways. This makes 19 of the little hearts. This amount of wax with the fragrance oil. Like I say, this is cinnamon and orange, and the fragrance notes are orange and tangerine. Then you've got mid notes of cinnamon, ginger and clove, and then the base notes you've got vanilla. As you can see, I've put in some red glitter, so I'll go red with the orange because of the cinnamon, and get on and pour these. See if I can do it without making a mess. So this should make 19 if I don't make a mess. Hopefully I get another 4 out of this. Fingers crossed. Oh, will it do it? Ooh. Just done it. So there we are. That's them all poured up. That's 19. I'll get on with the next ones. The next ones I'm going to make are the cinnamon, what was it called? Cinnamon pine cones. So I'll get on and measure everything out and get going. But if you're new to wax melts and never made them before, if I have got a video out that shows you just how to make a basic wax melt. I mean, they're all pretty basic, to be honest, but the video I make the little Mickey Mouse heads in, that literally uses no glitter, no colour, just wax and the fragrance, and it shows you how I use the double boiler method just with a heat-proof glass jug. You just literally use an old pan like this one, put a bit of water in, heat up the water, then put your jug in with your wax and slowly melt it, and just keep an eye on the temperature, and just stick to your I'm going to turn that off, it's getting a bit hot. Take that one out. Yeah, just follow the directions of the wax you're using, the manufacturer's instructions. Right, so I'm going to pour my wax into my warmed up jug with the green colour in. And it's quite a bluey green, this one actually. But that's okay, because it would be a bit like the fir trees, are a bit bluey green. When you're using the liquid dye, you don't need to heat your wax up as much as you would if you're using the colours and the blocks. Just give it a quick mix. Make sure you've got all that colour distributed through the wax properly. And say that went up to 69, 70 just now, which I didn't really need to heat it that far up when I'm using this liquid dye. And now I've just got to wait for the temperature to come down a bit to put in my fragrance oil. Alright, I'm ready to pour in my fragrance oil. I've actually gone around the other side of the worktop because I noticed I'm causing a shadow from the window the other side, so I hope I don't put my hand in front of the camera. So in goes my cinnamon pine cone fragrance oil. Alexa, time 2 minutes. Gotta stir it for 2 minutes now. I'll just tell you the fragrance notes in this one. Top notes, try to get all of out. Top notes are pine, eucalyptus, green leaves and citrus. The mid notes are conifer, hyacinth and cinnamon. And the base notes are cedarwood, amber and with earthy undertones. And it's quite unusual actually. I don't know how to explain it. You can smell the pine. And I think I get hints of the eucalyptus. It's very green smelling, put it that way. Hard to explain. Alright, I'm ready to pour. I've got a nice bit of gold glitter in them. Start it. I don't know which end to start. Start this end. Oh, nearly overfilled that one. Did a little, oh god, not doing so well on these. It was going so well. Oh my God. It's because I'm using my left hand. Let me go the other side of the camera. This should be better. There we go. I'm right-handed and I was trying to use my left. Yeah, any of you that are looking for Christmas fragrances, I hope this helps you a little bit to what these smell like. And I do like the idea that they do them in the little set with 10 grams of, well, I think it's 10 mils actually, 10 mils of each. 5 different Christmas ones. They do all different ones as well in the set. I think it worked at £8 something. I will put a link in below in the description. But it saves you buying loads of big bottles of, you know, like you don't really want if you know, don't want to make too many. Might actually get another one out of these actually. Oh, I won't put any glitter in. Use these for myself. Is any that need topping up? Yes, I've got 20 out of that lot. There we go. Right, and here's the results. I've tested both of these in my warmers. We'll start with the cinnamon pine cones. Didn't like it. Couldn't smell any cinnamon at all. I don't know how to explain it. Just didn't like them. Just wasn't a very pleasant smell. And none of my family liked it either. So they're a good test because usually they walk in the door and they're like, oh, what's that smell? That smells lovely. Or if it's the other way around, they tell you straight. And they certainly told me straight on these. So no, nobody liked those. So they won't be going, they'll be going in the bin. Same with the cinnamon orange. That was the same. That had a very strange smell. Like a tang to it. I can't explain it. Couldn't smell any cinnamon again. I'm sat here now and I can smell the cinnamon orange ones and I don't like, it's making me feel sick. So sorry, Craftovator. Didn't like either of these. They will be going into the bin. And like I said in my last video where I reviewed a couple of fragrances, I made the mistake of making too many. I used the full 10ml bottle and used 125 grams of wax. And it's just wasted because I went on the reviews and just be warned, don't take everybody's word for it because you might not like it. Like I didn't like these. And so I'm just glad I just bought a 10ml bottle of each. So yeah, sorry, these are going in the bin. So hope that helps somebody out. I mean, like I say, try them. You may like them, but we didn't. None of us liked them, or either of them. But that's how it goes. That's why I always buy a small bottle to test to start with. Right, and here we have the last results of the 6 fragrances, the Christmas fragrances I've been testing. The white ones are the Snowkissed Lodge. That's the last one out of the pack of 5 from Craftovator. Yes, they're okay. There's probably the best one out of the packet, I would say. As for a Christmas fragrance, to me it smelled more like a laundry fragrance. But yeah, it was pleasant smell. And say it was the best out of the 5. I would put that one first. Then I would put the mince pies. Then I would put the gingerbread, even though I didn't really like the gingerbread one. And the last two, both at the bottom together, I would put the cinnamon pine cones and the cinnamon orange. So yeah, this was the best one out of the 5. Moving on to the Cosy Christmas, the red ones. That was Candle Shack, different make. Yes, loved these. Proper Christmas fragrance. It was like fruity, you had the spice of the cinnamon, but it wasn't overpowering. Out of all 6, that was the best. Best ones out of the 6. So, yeah. So, all in all, I got, say, 3 that I would probably use again. I wouldn't even bother with the gingerbread, the cinnamon pine cones and the cinnamon orange. They're a no-no to me. The mince pies, which I thought I wouldn't like, was actually okay. And like I say, the Snowkissed Lodge didn't scream Christmas to me, but it was a pleasant smell. It wasn't awful. It was quite a nice smell. Like I say, it was more of a laundry smell. I think if they put it in like in the laundry part, it would be fine, but for Christmas scent, no. And top one goes to the Cosy Christmas, the red ones. So yeah, I hope this has helped somebody. And like I say, try them out. You might like them. The ones I didn't like, you might love. Everybody's nose is different. Wouldn't be any good if we were all the same. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video and the other 2 videos where I've reviewed the Christmas fragrances. If you have, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much to all the ones that have subscribed. I've been overwhelmed with people that have been subscribing. Never even dreamed that it would, people would be watching me, but they are. And if you push the notification bell, you'll get notified on my future videos. And I hope to see you all again soon. So I'll say bye-bye for now. See you soon.